Hello everyone, it's Chandanni with WeDharma.com. Here we are in the Osho guest house where we're staying, and I'm just checking in. It's been just the most incredible time here. I feel really, really, really peaceful. I've been meditating every day, also sitting by the beautiful pool and listening to Osho and reading, and I just wanted to give some sentiments about Japan. I haven't really said anything about it because it's sort of just been so overwhelming, but in a time of universal disaster, we're all affected by it, and I think the most important thing to remember is that we all need to really value the present moment, because if we can live in totality in the present moment, then our contribution is tenfold. And also it sort of humbles you to not grasping onto the future or clinging to the past, and having a deep gratitude for all the possibilities and gifts that are at hand. And so I just wanted to sort of say that, because really there are no words to express sort of the sadness of the tragedy, and hopefully the world will come together and in support of helping Japan somehow recuperate this ongoing nightmare. Last night I was affected by something quite interesting. Osho has been talking about the individual a lot, and about how he made this point about saying that nobody's really equal to one another. Yes, we can have equal opportunities, but we're all individuals and we're all so unique and so different. And if the world could allow itself, if we could allow ourselves to really understand ourselves from an individual standpoint, the world would be filled with individuals who are living their life's purpose, who have a deep trust and a deep love inside of themselves that outwardly express into the world through action and appearance and identity. And I had this funny feeling. I haven't gone to this meditation called dynamic meditation, which is this really intense meditation. It's very cathartic and cleansing, and in the really lots of deep breathing. And then the second part of the meditation, you sort of like open your mouth and like scream and yell. It's like goes on 15 minutes. It's supposed to be this sort of purging, this detoxification of emotions and mind and thought. And I've sort of been so at peace this time in India, so grounded and so present, that it hasn't really appealed to me to go in there and sort of go to that space. I haven't had a longing for it. And usually when I come here to Pune, dynamic is sort of like, it's my space to really let go and just sort of scream and yell and jump and breathe, and I feel a lot lighter. But this time it's been weird. It's like I haven't wanted to do it, but I listened to Osho's discourse last night, and the night before he discussed the issue of, someone asked a question about how, we're seeking peace and liberty, liberation. Do we go and sit in a cave, or how can we achieve that when we live in such a crazy world and not be affected by it? And he said something like, you can be joyful. The goal is to attain joy and bliss amongst the madness, within the madness that surrounds you. And so that kind of sort of sat with me. And then the aspect of individuality, and that you're different from absolutely every other person, and your job is to find out what your individuality says, wants, breathes. And so I said, I'm going to give myself a shot and go to dynamic, which was this morning at 6 a.m. It's every day at 6 a.m. And last night, right before I woke up this morning, I had this dream where it was pouring down with rain. And I was at this party and my best friend from London was there and I was getting soaked in rain. It was this crazy party. People I just felt out of place, but just sort of observing, getting drenched by the rain. And at that moment I woke up and it was time to go to Dynamic, and I was sort of bedraggedly got myself out of the bed and sort of, against my real wanting and longing, went just to experience what it would feel like. And the first 15 minutes are this crazy breathing. You breathe through your nose and it sort of wakes you up. And then the second 15 minutes, it's the catharsis where you scream and yell and cry and laugh or whatever it is. And what happened was, in that second phase that I had sort of been, wanting to sort of avoid, I heard this cacophonous sound, because there was a lot of people in the pyramid, just people just all these different sounds merging into each other, and I stood there and I started singing. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. I started singing that song and I started laughing, but maybe you don't get this, but within the madness, within the darkness, within the frustration, within the chaos, you can sing, you can dance, you can keep your feet grounded. And it's a metaphor, and it was a moment of a meditation that was very personal that I thought I'd share with you. But I thought it was such a revelation, such a gift, sequentially, of listening to his expression of individuality, and then his translation of blissfulness within the madness, and then the dream, and then Dynamic, with me resisting yet being in that space with a totally new perspective. This is Chandanni with WeDharma.com, the Ocean Meditation Center. Speak soon.